FTX Productions
presents
Time
Capsule.
That was so bad.
Thank you for tuning into this year's musical. My name is Celine Conley, and I am this year's stage manager, though it feels a little bit weird to not have a physical stage.
Hi everyone, I'm Veronica Van Dalen. I am FTX Productions co-director, co-producer, and choreographer for our first ever remote musical.
My name is Jules. I am this year's co-producer, co-director, and screenwriter. Although this musical was filmed virtually, we do acknowledge and are humbled to be filming on unceded Algonquin territory.
It's definitely been an unusual year, but everyone has been so helpful in getting this whole thing together, from our cast to my fellow exec, to the musicians who will be playing at intermission, to our vocal director, to the CLSS, who set up so many Zoom calls for us to rehearse on. So we really appreciate all of their help.
I know this year has looked extremely different for everyone, and I can't remember if it was Celine or Ronnie, but one of them said that this year's musical was essentially a DIY, and I think that's super fitting. This musical was my favorite project. It really gave me hope in something, and it taught me the importance of keeping passions, the arts, creativity, and connecting with one another alive.
Everyone involved in the musical this year has worked really hard on it, and I really believe that that has paid off. We have an excellent show for you ahead, and I cannot wait to share with you all everything that we've been working on this past year.
Before we start our show, we wanted to thank this year's sponsors. Our sponsors are Kelly Santini, Mad Lawyers, Osler, Hoskin and Harcourt, Nelligan Law, and Tierney Stauffer. We could not do this without you, and we are forever grateful for your support. Now here's a quick word from our sponsors.
Hi everyone. We at Man Lawyers are thrilled to sponsor the 7th Annual Law School musical at U of O. As you can see behind me, we are a proud sponsor of the annual lawyer play at Great Canadian Theatre Company. And we have a number of budding thespians in the office that are proud to take part in that play. We are also sponsors of a number of artistically related events, and are proud to be able to be involved in sponsoring your musical. We wish all those taking part in the musical the best of luck, and I hope to be in the audience watching. Thanks so much.
So, I hope you enjoy.
Enjoy the show.
FTX Time Capsule.
Is this thing working?
Hey. Yo, is this thing on?
Hi, I'm Brielle.
Record a video, they said. It would be easy, they said. I'm an educator, not a TikToker. Anyway. Hello, and welcome to FTX High. I'm Mrs. Macchia. Ms. Macchia. Mrs. Macchia had a dirty, lazy man named Jim who never put the toilet seat down. Miss Macchia has, well, this. FTX High, which is filled with dirty, lazy students. I don't know what's worse, to be honest. Anyways, each year the graduating class must complete a project of their choice as a contribution to the FTX High legacy. This year, after multiple and excessive requests by Stacey Miller, bless her soul, this year's project is going to be a time capsule video.
I'm sorry, what? What's the senior class project? Ugh.
Hi, I'm Stacey Miller, your student body president for 2020, captain of the debate team, treasurer for Chicks Against Chicken Nuggets, executive writer of the FTX Journal, and I think that's everything, but who's counting anyways? If you're watching this, that means you found our time capsule video. I don't know who you are or when you're viewing this, but I hope you enjoy our senior year class project. Obviously, I picked it.
A time capsule video? Of course she picked that. Anything to get her name out there. I know this is supposed to highlight our high school experience, but like, Why would anyone ever want to see that? High school sucks. It's filled with people pretending to be things that they aren't.
Each student will be submitting their own videos. I apologize in advance as I do not know or care to know what these hooligan students are recording. Please enjoy what you're about to see. Hopefully you can. If there are any incriminating clips, please know that I had absolutely nothing to do with this. I am a great principal and have done nothing but nurture and care for these children as if they were my own. Considering that I have none, I think I've done a pretty good job. Here's to the graduating class of FTX High. Good luck to whoever has to deal with them next. You'll need it.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Grace Anna Fitzpatrick, FTX High Vice President. Never mind. I'm not gonna list off all my other titles because that's just obnoxious. Who does that? Oh, Stacy is probably gonna tell you that this project was her idea, or probably already has, but it was actually mine. Some of us are busy doing things and not just bragging about them or posting it on Instagram like Harper. All she cares about is getting followers. And Stacy, well, she's not the only one with a loaded resume. I know this is probably going to sound crazy, but I've been preparing for law school since I was 10. School just started, but I'm already behind. Ottawa Law is my dream. I couldn't imagine going to law school anywhere else. I heard there aren't enough sitting spots on campus. Only one washroom per floor and a cafeteria that runs out of everything by 10 a.m. But wow, I really hope I get in. Caleb's so lucky. His dad is managing partner at a prestigious law firm. He has the connections. He doesn't need to put in the work. Well, I don't know anyone, so maybe I should just start reaching out or doubling my studying time so I could get a high score on the LSAT, or maybe I should join more clubs. Breathe. Anyways, I thought this video would be a good idea, you know? I did need another thing to add on my resume, but also you never know who might see it. Maybe a partner at a prestigious law firm like Smart and Bigger, Mann Lawyers, Kelly Santini. I heard they sponsored Ottawa's law school musical in the past. So who knows what could happen if they saw this? It's all about the connections. You got the invitation, you got the right address. You need some affirmations, the answer's always yes. A little chance encounter could be the one you've waited for. Just squeeze a bit more. Tonight we're on a mission. Tonight's the casting call. If this is the real audition, oh God, help us all. You make the right impression, then everybody knows your name. We're in the fast lane. Someone in the crowd could be the one you need to know, the one to finally lift you off the ground. Someone in the crowd could take you where you wanna go. If you're the someone ready to be found, the someone ready to do what you need to do till they discover you and make you more than who you're seeing now. So if the stars align, I think I'll stay behind. You've got to go and find that someone in the crowd.
That's someone in the crowd.
must admit there is one student I'm excited to see go. I mean, pursue other opportunities.
Panthers, 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 Panthers.
Gus. Gus Romanov.
Sup? They call me Gus. Short for Gusto, you know? Like zesty? I'm not actually sure what it means. I barely passed English last year. But just know, I'm kind of a big deal around here, okay? The king of the campus. El Capitano.
Cute boys on campus, you ask? A lot of my sorority sisters would probably say Gus. I mean, he's okay. I've heard it's the accent that gets the ladies, but yeah. No, thank you. I'm Shelly, by the way. Delta Nu daughter. We're the top sorority on campus. We're so great, we even have boys pledge. Well, one. Kennedy!
Delta Nu, Delta who? Delta, Delta. Oh, hi. Delta Nu lives for philanthropy and sisterhood. Once you pledge Delta Nu, you're in it for your life.
Sorority sister? Don't embarrass me. Delta poo, Delta boo, Delta, Delta, shoo, shoo, shoo. God. Yeah, I'm Nikki. But don't call me that unless we're friends. In fact, save me the brain cells and don't talk to me at all. I don't know if you met Gus yet, but dude's like my best bud. We're like totally sorority sisters for life. Please. Who buys that garbage? Can't believe Maki funds that group.
Gus is a headache, and so is his little sidekick, Nicole Baker. She's kind of scary. But since I'm an adult, I didn't mean scary, just, hard to be around without being scared.
The Romanov and I, we do everything together. Jam the vending machine so people can get their snacks every morning. Put a whoopee cushion under Mr. Davis's chair every morning. That's nothing. You should see what we've done to the old mock. Poor old lady. Actually, check out my newest masterpiece. Pretty good, right? Oh man. I guess Gus is basically the only one worth knowing here. It's him and me and him. It's a pretty good team. Dynamic duo. Sworn companions. No. Batman and Robin. Yeah. That's good. No, I'm not Robin. Am I really Robin? Oh.
Can you hear that? Gus, 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 Gus. They love me. I'm the 7th kid graduating from the Romanov family. Or hopefully I'll be the 7th. Those grades aren't looking so hot. But we've kept the FTX high tradition alive since our old pops roamed these halls. So let me tell you the sitch. There's that one chick on campus, Sarah, what's her face? That one that picked this project. Yeah, I don't know what her deal is. There's some other dudes and some other chicks and some other dudes and some other chicks. Then you got the teachers and the Miss Machia. Always ragging on me for no reason. To be fair, that one time Mr. Huber left the biology room unlocked, he was asking for lab rats and toads to be let loose. He should have known better. I've been under old Machia's supervision ever since then. Everything I do, those eyes and those eye bags are watching. Man, I wish you'd just leave me alone. But I know, ever since the divorce, this sad old bat has nothing better to do. Gus, don't do this, don't do that. Where's your homework? Go to detention, Gus! Come on, get a life!
When the world has screwed you and crushed you in its midst, when the way you're treated has got you good and pissed, there's been one solution since the world began. Don't just sit and take it, stick it to the man.
Rant and rave and scream and shout, get all of your aggression out. They tried to stop you, let them know exactly where they all can go, and do it just as loudly as you can. Stick it to the man. Parents overwork you,
Stick it to the man.
hate the way they jerk you,
Stick it to the man.
tired of the system,
Stick it to the man.
rise up and resist them.
Stick it to the man.
Break the rules, ignore the signs and color way outside the lines. Go off the script, do what you like. They hate it, they can take a hike. Why live your life to someone else's plan? Stick it to the man. Put some of it into your music. It's the politicians.
Stick it to the man.
Had it with the hipsters.
Stick it to the man.
Sick of corporate culture.
Stick it to the man.
Get up off your iPad.
Stick it to the man. Rock the house and make a scene and crank the amps to 17 and scream until there is a shot they all can kiss. Do you know what? Do everything they ever tried to ban. Stick it to the man.
Machia doesn't know this yet, but Nikki and I put a fake spider in her desk.
Hi, I'm Cassidy, and I know all the gossip on campus because I just sit and watch. There's been this weird unspoken feud going on between Stacy and Allison since middle school. Stacy thinks she's so great. Let me tell you, back in middle school, her and I were on the yearbook committee together, and she made us rearrange the entire yearbook last minute, 1 week before the deadline, because her photos weren't taken from a flattering angle. Anyways, don't believe everything Stacy says.
My favorite part about high school? Wait, Allison said high school sucks? Yeah, well, makes sense for her. Not everyone can handle being in the spotlight or liked.
Wait, Stacy said that about me?
Ugh, if only I had more time in my schedule to help her out. I'm always looking for more volunteer work, and real volunteer work. Not that philanthropy stuff that Delta Nu brags about. Can they even pronounce that?
Wait, why are you asking this? Who wants to know? For what?
I told you it was philanthropy. Philanthropy just sounds wrong. If it was philanthropy, why would we have bake sales? We sell pie. Duh.
I would show Allison a few things. A lot of things, actually. Starting with a wardrobe change. Next time she's on camera, just take a look at her outfit and you'll see what I mean.
What?
Told ya.
Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face,
Stacy?
Don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. Oh, I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, cause you've got an awfully long way to go. That's rude. Don't be offended by my frank analysis. Think of it as personality dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a palace sister and advisor, there's nobody wiser. Not when it comes to popular. I know about popular. And with an assist from me to be who you'll be, instead of dreary who you were, well, are. There's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. Lar. La 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 la. We're gonna make you popular.
Wait, she can do that?
Please don't ask me about my favorite parts of high school. I'll just be mean. People suck. I'm glad that it's gonna be over soon. Thank the universe that it's November already. And when I say people, I mean Stacy. She came to school the other day and started rearranging my locker, like spraying me with perfume. She even tried changing my hair and my clothes. Ugh, her pumpkin spice perfume, it's still lingering. Why would anyone want to smell like a walking Starbucks store?
I tried to help Allison, but it didn't turn out how I expected. She growled at me. It was mean. I was just trying to be nice. Not everyone has style, I guess. Maybe I'll help someone else. Kennedy. He looks like a walking Twizzler who fell into a pool of glitter.
Excuse me? Stacy said what? She wishes she could look like all of this. Plus, Twizzlers are bendy in all the right places.
Anyways, enough about Stacy. It's always about Stacy. High school also sucks because there are just so many things happening. Like your body's changing and like what? I don't know.
Nice.
So far, I love puberty. 'Cause look.
Our guidance counselor and teachers keep telling us that things get better after high school. But look at Miss Macchia. Then you have girls like Harper and Margot. You know, Margot and I have been best friends since kindergarten, but I don't really think she gets me anymore. All she ever talks about is Caleb. Caleb this and Caleb that. I mean, it's not all about Caleb. The other, like, 50% of the time, she's talking about different procedures and products and things that she's using. The other day, her and Harper were comparing skincare routines. Skincare routines? I don't know. Harper was talking about some new fridge that she got for her bathroom.
I just wanted to hop on real quick to show you my new bathroom fridge. Ugh, isn't she iconic? These two are actually my two new favorite skincare routines that I found on TikTok. If you want vibrant, glowing, wrinkle-free skin, check out the skincare routine I'll include in the description below. And just a heads up, the shelf life on these two, not great. Also, my dog has been licking my face like a lot.
And I was kind of looking at her and being like, why do you need a bathroom fridge? That's kind of gross, like, to be eating in there. They just looked at me. I still don't know why you need a fridge in your bathroom.
It's fine, it's fine. Allison is so clueless. Is that the right word? Don't even get me started. She thought that I bought a bathroom fridge. Like, saying it like that doesn't even make sense.
I mean, look, she had an avocado and an egg in there. Like,
What was I supposed to think?
I mean, I guess her skin's pretty bad, so she would. Harper, do not be rude. That is besides the point. The fridge is for expensive face products. Write that down. I'll include a link below so that your face products last longer. And yeah, but actually, wait. Who eats between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. anymore? It's called intermittent fasting. Write that down. Make sure Allison sees, because I can't.
Want to know my skincare routine? Soap and water. I've got this natural glow, no refrigeration required. I don't know. Just seems like everyone around me is trying to be someone or something. And I know I'm no better because I'm still figuring it all out. But I've learned it's better to be me, whatever that means.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching out to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching out to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. One of the words will cut me down and send a flood to drown them out. Oh, 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 this is me.
Do I look okay? So, my favorite person from, part of high school. Well, don't tell anyone. Well, obviously you can't tell anyone. There's this boy, Caleb.
Hi, I'm Caleb Stevenson. My favorite part of high school? Give me a second to think about that.
Mrs. Margot Stevenson. Everyone, absolutely everyone thinks we'd be the perfect prom king and queen for the upcoming dance. It's in January, so I have a month to convince him to take me.
Margot and Caleb? Ugh, so cute. He'd be cuter with me, but could you imagine our kids with his face and my everything else? Really happy for my girl, though.
Best couple on campus? Nikki and Gus. Margot and Caleb, obviously.
I have 4 midterms in 2 weeks. But I'm already failing math, so I guess plan get Merab married is in full effect. Oh, Merab is Caleb plus Margot. It's our couple name. Cute, right?
Caleb and Margot? What? Who said that? Yeah, no one thinks that Caleb and Margot are a thing. Well, except for Margot and her sorority posse. Kennedy, Shelley, Harper, they're always amping her up. You know, that's what too much hairspray and refrigerated face creams does to a person. And I'm dumb for not knowing that a fridge is for expensive face creams.
Who do I think will be nominated for Prom King and Queen in a couple of weeks? Well, Caleb may be good, I think. Maybe if I nominate him, he'll tell his dad, and his dad will put me in his good graces. Did someone say Gus? No, definitely not Gus. He thinks he's the king of something, but no one has the heart to tell him that high school will be over soon, and he just has to move on eventually.
Well, whoever it is, we better figure it out soon because I need his tuxedo to match my dress.
Hello, FTX High. Thank you for nominating your queen. Well, what are you waiting for? Bend the knee.
Prom king and queen? Are you kidding me? We have more pressing issues at hand. I am in a crisis, people, okay? I'm V-stressed, TBH. I just don't know. Which heel is going to accentuate my calf muscle more? This one or this one? It's a toss-up, honestly.
I would be shocked if Caleb, Mr. Dreamy, wasn't nominated for Prom King. The way Margot describes him, ugh, she needs to fix her priorities. Graduation is coming up and I'm not even sure if she'll be graduating. Her mom keeps asking me how she's doing, and I keep being like, yeah, she's focused on, well, things, I guess. I do know for a fact that Caleb has a crush on Charlotte. I catch him staring at her all the time, but I know he's too scared to talk to her. Mr. Dreamy? More like Mr. Creepy. Ugh.
I should nominate Allison to be queen. How funny would that be? No. I need to be serious. Stacy would look nice standing next to me, I guess, when she is not being Stacy. Or Harper. But she would probably get her followers to vote whether my outfit was hot or not.
I'm pretty new to FTX High since I moved here a couple of months ago. My father, Rick Stevenson, opened up his own corporate law firm, so I don't really know anybody here. There is this one girl who I think would be perfect for me, though. I mean, queen, prom queen.
Yeah, Caleb hasn't asked me or talked to me or even mentioned the chance of us going together. The last time we had a conversation was 3 weeks ago when we worked on a group project together. He was so excited for that group project, but then obviously I convinced Charlotte to switch with me so that he and I could be together. We failed that group project because he didn't want to meet up. I went over to his house a couple of times and he told me he'd send me the slides through email. I don't know why he was so adamant about not wanting to meet up outside of school.
There is that one girl, Mallory or Molly? She's not who I was talking about for prom queen, but she is someone I know. Well, actually, she knows me more than I know her. I see her everywhere. I had to change my locker because she would always be waiting for me. Got weird.
He could share my locker. No, I'd never do that to Margot. But I could.
I'm pretty sure he moved lockers because after second period, I normally take a bathroom break so I can go by his hallway and see him, but I haven't seen him in like a week. Maybe he wants to make sure I'm really ready when he promposes. Yeah, that's it.
Hey Siri, text to Delta New Daughters, OMG, Caleb and Margot, heart, 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 hashtag Merab, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Okay, I'll send this.
I know he'll ask soon. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they're perfect. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god, you guys. Looks like Margot's gonna win the prize. If there ever was a perfect couple, this one qualifies. Oh my god! Guys, I'm serious! Caleb and Margot were meant to be. Not once ever has he hit on me. Shut up! They're just like that couple from Titanic, only no one died. Oh my god! 2, 3, 4! Daughter of Delta knew, soon to be fiancé. Now that a man chose you, your life begins today. Make him a happy home, waste not his hard-earned wage, and so he does not roam. Strive not to look your age, still in your hour of need, let it be understood, no man can supersede our sacred bond of sisterhood.
Guys, she's not here.
Sorry, just had to reapply my lip gloss.
Oh my god, you guys. He looks perfect and I'm hypnotized. Seasons really do come true, you'll never have to compromise. Oh my god, you guys. Maybe stop and leave before someone cries. If there ever was a perfect couple, this one qualifies. Cause we love you guys.
No, I love you guys.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You guys.
Oh my god!
If I'm being honest, it's Charlotte. Her name is Charlotte. She's who I'd want to be prom queen. When I first moved here, she was my campus tour guide, and she was wearing this salmon cardigan, and she had her hair in a messy bun or whatever you call it. I don't even think she knows I exist. I mean, why would she? She's everything.
Caleb's unrequited love for Charlotte? Yeah, that's not a secret. He's so obvious.
Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna help you through the night? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it right? Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna help you through the night? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it right? Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna love you, mama? Who loves you, pretty baby? When tears are in your eyes and you can't find the way, it's hard to make believe you're happy when you're gray. Baby, when you're feeling like you'll never see the morning light, come to me, baby, you'll see who loves you, pretty baby. Who's gonna help you through the night? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it? Who's gonna love you, love you? Who's gonna love you? Who's gonna love you, love you? Who's gonna love you?
I love Charlotte, but I can't ask her out because I'm too scared. Oh no, poor little baby Caleb. Please, this is how you charm the ladies. What's up? Yeah, I know.
We hope you're enjoying the show so far. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm this year's VP Marketing.
My name's Nicole, but as you may have noticed, some people call me Nikki. As previous students of Professor Kerr, Elizabeth and I are ecstatic to announce that this year, FTX Productions is collecting donations for the Ian R. Kerr Memorial Fund.
To those of you who may not know, Ian Kerr was an incredible and brilliant professor, mentor, and friend to so many students at U Ottawa, and left a lasting impression on almost everyone he met.
He was someone who believed in his students, even and especially when they didn't believe in themselves. He was a friend to laugh with in good times and a shoulder to cry on in tough times.
Nicole and I have fond memories of Ian Kerr's love for music. His favorite songs would often be playing before the start of each contracts class, which is why the musical takes on an extra special meaning this year.
If you would like to donate to the Ian Kerr Memorial Fund, please check out the link on the screen right now, which you can also find on our social media pages. Every donation counts, as we are very grateful to have an anonymous donor who will actually be doubling the amount of funds we raise from this performance.
In the meantime, please enjoy this cover of one of Ian's favorite songs, which is dedicated to him and his legacy.
I know Stacy and I originally wanted this video to capture every single moment. But, oh man, time flies. I can't believe it's already June. Sorry, we've just been so busy. And by we, I mean me. Anyways, just a quick update. Stacy and Caleb won prom king and queen. Yay!
I'm queen! I'm queen!
What does he have that I don't? Huh? Huh? He definitely doesn't have the Romanov genes. Look at his biceps. Look at his mustache. Look at his long, luscious hairs. He can't even talk to a girl. I love you. Please. Come on.
Hello again. With graduation rapidly approaching, not soon enough, we've asked the seniors to reflect on their future career plans as a reflection piece in this video. Interested parents were contacted and will be interviewed as well. I understand Caleb's father, Mr. Rick Stevenson, was the only one. Understandable.
My name is Rick Stevenson of Stevenson LLP. We specialize in litigation, corporate commercial, and insurance. If you or someone you know needs a lawyer, we have been nominated as a top-listed firm.
What am I gonna do after high school? Wait, did my father get you to ask me this? He's literally been on my case, like, get a vibe check, bro. I literally told him, I said, Dad, I'm going on a trip to Bali to save the turtles and stop poaching of tigers. Do you want to know what he said? Harper, you need a job. You need a plan. I did figure out a plan. I'm going on a trip to Bali to save the turtles and stop poaching of tigers. Is that not a plan? Did he not hear me? Like, people think Instagram is all fun and games. Do you think I like waking up every single morning, putting on makeup, selling products that I hate? Like, what is this? I don't even know what this is. It's not easy.
I follow Harper on Instagram. Last week, she posted a photo of her shorts with built-in butt pads. Oh man, it's good stuff.
But honestly, I'd rather be making money my way than working 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like 9 to 5? How many hours is that even? Ew.
To the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and you never get the credit. It's enough to drive you crazy. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fat promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me.
Only 50 billable hours this week, Harper?
They let you dream just to watch him shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, and you've got dreams they'll never take away. You're in the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and you never get the credit. It's enough to drive you crazy. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. And you spend your life putting money on it.
You know, Caleb, my son, well, he's gonna be taking over this firm someday.
My plans after high school. Well, Dad says I'll be learning the ropes. I know he was asked to interview for this video also, so hopefully he'll have some good advice that Charlotte and others can use.
Let me tell you, kids these days, especially Caleb, have absolutely no idea how much hard work it takes to succeed in life. Nothing was ever handed to me. I had to work for it. I had to get my father to pay extra to get me into Harvard Law when he wanted me to go to Yale. Well, all my textbooks, I had to buy these babies in used condition. I couldn't afford anything new. Caleb just has no idea how lucky he is. He's gonna get everything he needs in life handed to him and more, including this multi-million-dollar firm. I remember when I was his age, I summered on Bay Street. And then I did get an articling position there only after a hell of a lot of schmoozing. Then I became a partner, and now here we are. My success, you ask? Well, let me tell you. When I joined this firm as a brash young man, I said to myself, now brash young man, don't get any ideas. Well, I stuck to that, and I haven't had one in years.
Ah, you play it safe.
I play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me, there I stay.
But what is your point of view?
I have no point of view.
Supposing the company thinks...
I think so too.
Now, what would you say?
I wouldn't say.
Your face is the company face.
It smiles at executives, then goes back in place.
The company furniture.
Oh, it suits me fine.
The company letterhead.
A Valentine.
Is there anything you're against?
Unemployment.
When they want brilliant thinking from employees.
That is no concern of mine.
Suppose a man of genius makes suggestions.
Watch that genius get suggested to resign.
So you play it the company way.
All company policy is by me okay.
You're an absolute corporate show.
And there's one thing clear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be here.
You will still be
year after year after fiscal. Never take a riscal year. Very good, Caleb. Yes, you'll make me proud to be your dad someday. Now get back to that homework.
So, graduation is next week, and I know I said I wanted high school to be over, but I didn't want it to be over without my best friend. Margot's not talking to me. You know, I think I took things a little too far, and I was mean, and I went too far by calling her pathetic and telling her that she needs to get a life. I know we've drifted apart a bit, but I really wouldn't have gotten through high school without her. Margot, I know you're on the senior class project committee, so if you see this while it's being edited, there's something you need to know.
I am so annoyed. I should have started editing this video months ago because I would have known that Caleb has had a crush on Charlotte this entire time. I can't believe that I was so naive to think I even had a chance. And Allison has known this entire time? And she didn't even tell me. Some best friend she is. And then, she had the audacity to call me pathetic. Yeah, I'm pathetic. I'm pathetic for wasting my time trying to get a boy to notice me, failing school because I was so caught up trying to get his attention. I'm pathetic for pretending that he would ever even give me the time of day. And when I knew he wasn't interested. But, you know what's even more pathetic? Is that even now, part of me's wondering, why not me? Why doesn't he like me?
Margot, you're not pathetic. I'm sorry that I hurt you. I got upset because you deserve so much more than a boy that doesn't even know your name. Caleb's a loser, and he's a privileged daddy's boy. Ugh. It just gets me so fired up because you can't even see how amazing you are. You don't need to be someone else because you're everything and more.
Seeing Allison's video doesn't change the fact that she lied to me. But I'm glad I know now. Sometimes it's better to hurt someone with the truth than to lie to spare their feelings. I don't care about Caleb, and I don't care that he doesn't like me because I like me. Allison was judging me for being so obsessed with Caleb, but at least I'm honest with myself. At least I didn't lie to my best friend for months. I like myself, and I'd rather be me than pretend to be someone else. So, goodbye, Caleb Stevenson.
Have a nice life. And goodbye to Molly Phillips, or whatever you thought my name was. Hello to the new and improved Margot Phillips. The Margot Phillips that doesn't need a boy to feel whole.
So your best friend screwed you over, acted nice when she's not nice. Well, I have some advice, cause it happened to me twice. Here's my secret strategy, it always works because the world doesn't end, it just feels like it does. So raise your right finger and solemnly swear, whatever they say about me, I don't care. I won't twist in knots to join your games, I won't stay, you make me mad. If you treat me bad, I'll say you're bad. And if I eat alone from this moment on, that's just what I'll do. Cause I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you. We're supposed to all be ladies and be nurturing and care. But is that really fair? Boys get to fight, we have to share. Here's the way that turns out, we always understand how to slap someone down with our underhand. So here's my right finger to how girls should behave. But sometimes what's meant to break you makes you brave. So I will not act all innocent, I won't fake apologize. Let's just fight and then make up, not tell these lies. Let's color damage, even clean the slate till it's like new. It's a new life for me, where I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you. I'll say no, I'll say knock it off with your notes and your rules and your games. And those sycophants who follow you, I'll remember all their names. And when they drag you down like they inevitably do, I will not laugh along with them and approve their proudly scoop. Cause that's not Margot, Margot, Margot. I don't need their good opinions, I have plenty of opinions. Everybody has opinions, but it doesn't make them true. What's true is being me, and I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you. I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you. I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you.
They're done?
It's here, it's over, we made it.
Happy graduation day, seniors!
Yay! You won't be able to witness my valedictorian speech, so here's a little piece of it. Fellow graduates, today is the day, the last time we walk through these halls, the last time we see these very faces. But fear not, because endings come with new beginnings. Over the past 3 years, you have dedicated your energy, work, and commitment into becoming the people that you are. You stand before me strong after all of the challenges that life has thrown at you. So don't think of today as the end, but the start of something great. What will your new chapter be? Whatever it is, know that the choice is yours.
The Sisters and Mr. of Delta Nu have prepared a surprise presentation for the graduating class. Hit it.
like to introduce the graduating class of 2020-2021. Farewell and good luck.
Bye everyone. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, tweet, repost, reshare, TikTok at Harps. That's where you'll find me.
El Capitan signing out. Panthers for life! Ooh.
Bye! Hope you liked my project!
See you never.
Goodbye to everyone, except Caleb Stevenson.
Fine. All right. I guess I'll miss some of you.
Goodbye, FTX. Time to kill it.
Don't tell me nothing, live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade.
Don't tell me not to fly, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you were allowed to rain on my parade?
I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it.
But whether on the rose of sheer perfection or freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or the shiny apple of its eye.
I gotta fly once, I gotta try once, only can die once, right, sir?
Ooh, life is juicy, juicy, and you see I gotta have my bite, sir.
Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer.
I simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer.
Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade.
I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam. Hey, Mr. Einstein, here I am. I'll march my band out. I'm beating my drum. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer low. Nobody knows nobody's gonna rain on my
You can't stop an avalanche as it races down the hill. You can try to stop the seasons, girl, but you know you never will. And you can try to stop my dancing feet, but I just cannot stand still. Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, then I found my way. Cause you can't stop the beat. Ever since this whole world began, a woman found out if she shook it, she could shake up a man. And so I'm gonna shake and shimmy it the best that I can today. Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. And you can wonder if you wanna, but I never ask why. And if you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say that you can't stop the beat.
Dear Miss Macchia, I know you're probably very sad to see your favorite student leave FTX High, but please save your tears because I'm introducing the SSX, With your approval, of course. The Stacy Student Society.
This came for you.
Oh, thank you, Mom.
Go ahead on it, Ken.
Wonderful. University of Ottawa.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's Charlotte. Oh, I wonder. I got into law school! I wonder what else is included in here. Oh, what did I say there? Oh, hand sanitizer and a mask? Weird.
You can't stop the river as it rushes to the sea. You can try to stop the hands of time, but you know it just can't be. And if they try to stop us, seaweed, I've got the NAACP. Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the beat of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, then I found my way. But you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. And you can try to stop the paradise we're dreaming of, but you cannot stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay. Cause you can't stop the beat. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop the beat.
Don't know how to turn this filter off, but it's me, Caleb. I'm not a cat.
There are 3 things you need to know about picking up chicks at FTXI. The first one is this. Never let them see you be vulnerable. Because if... Що?
Дивись, твоя кімната
Мамо.
така нечиста.
Мамо, чого, чекай.
Береш ще не книжки.
I tried to help Allison, but it didn't turn out how I expected.
So Caleb's gonna be pretty busy with school for another couple of years. So maybe I'll be a hairstylist, or I could be like a law clerk. What's an area you don't have to do a lot of work in because your husband will make a lot of money?